my three most important values are being the truthful, telling the truth, because telling the truth is so important on who you are and as a person, and being honest with each other. Because being truthful is very crucial, especially what kind of job or environment you go into in the future. Having some leniency, dignity, fairness is the second value I would say, because having being fair can show tell that you actually care, and that and you have some leniency. Even if someone says did something wrong, at least they'll tell the truth, and they'll being you gotta give them some credit. At least they're being fair, like being so honest in themselves. And my last value I would say is responsibility, because being responsible is huge. Being responsible is especially is crucial whatever you do, like a job, a internship in school. Being responsible and being held accountable is so important, because it shows you the type of person you truly are, and what you're worth, pretty much. This all these three values tie into to me being aspire to be a journalist, someone who really wants to investigate the news, writing the facts, and skin the information out there, and help people make the right decisions based on what's out there. Journalism applies to my three values of being truthful, fairness, and responsibility. I want my information to be like accurate and being truthful and factual as possible, especially when it comes to some circumstances. A ethical dilemma or problem, I could say, you run into as a journalist is being under tight, strict deadlines, and the need to be pushed, get the information out there in tight deadline, which is very important. Sometimes they want information within a couple of days, or just under a week, which is crazy. But journalists need to work on those deadlines so they can prioritize these types of situations and things. Especially if you want like these like breaking news, important information that the public needs to know immediately, and until these things are often rewarded, encouraged in journalism, because it helps just work harder and meet these tight deadlines. And how these three values are tied into the my career is truthful. Is that being truthful and accurate is huge in journalism world. You guys just gotta state the facts and be factual and true to yourself. You gotta get the correct information, the right sources, the right people, all those ingredients involved to make your journalism career worth it. At the end of the day, accuracy is I would say like number one in like the journalism career, because being accurate is number one. Journalism really you should not break, especially when you're trying to like, write an article, and it tells you being true and being truthful and saying it, and you can't like lie in journalism article, because it's not you're not being telling the truth. You're lying. You're basically like telling the public to do the wrong decisions if you're not being truthful in that case. And fairness, and I would say fairness ties into that journalism too, because it shows you being fair shows you all points of view of the story, whether it's like a witness, a close family member or a friend. Because being fair is because you gotta show everybody towards the views, because not everybody's going to agree on the one same thing, pretty much on one selected item. So being fair is also it's crucial in journalism, because you got to show you actually care, and being fair and like putting multiple points of views into one story. And responsibility, you get and being responsible ties into journalism too, because it helps you make sure you work together with the editors, the boss, the supervisor, whoever's working with you, and the other writer journalism. You gotta be held responsible, making sure everyone's working as a team efficiently and really well. About the risks, you gotta make sure talking about the risks, like rushing the story, or if it's going to be a little bit too long, a little bit too short. This is not some things are missing, yada yada yada. Yeah, you just gotta make sure being responsible, just communicate with each other. That's huge. Being responsible and help make sure all the details are correct, and anything is out to the public what they need to know. Make sure they're informed to make the right decisions.